Meet Harold, a 71-year-old retired carpenter who built homes for over 4 decades. Last spring, Harold noticed something troubling. Climbing the 3 steps to his front porch left him breathless. His once steady hands trembled when reaching for items on high shelves. He worried his building days were truly behind him. Then Harold's daughter, a registered nurse, suggested one simple addition to his morning routine: a handful of dark, leafy greens. Within 6 weeks, Harold was back in his workshop. And 3 months later, he was helping his grandson build a tree house. Have you noticed your muscles feeling weaker with each passing season? Do you find yourself avoiding activities you once enjoyed because your body does not feel as reliable as it used to? Here is something that might surprise you. The National Institute on Aging reports that adults over 60 can lose between 3 to 8% of their muscle mass every single year. But here is the encouraging news. Recent research shows this decline is not inevitable. In today's video, we'll share how something as accessible as spinach might help you reclaim your strength. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted companion for science-based wellness guidance tailored specifically for life after 60. If staying strong and independent matters to you, I would be honored if you would hit that subscribe button and join our community of health-conscious older adults. Age-related muscle loss, medically known as sarcopenia, affects approximately 30% of adults over 60, according to recent studies from Harvard Medical School. This is not simply about looking less muscular. It is about maintaining the strength you need for daily independence.
Think of your muscles like a well-tended garden. Throughout your younger years, the soil stays rich and the plants grow easily. But as we age, several factors begin to change the growing conditions. Our bodies produce less growth hormone and testosterone, even in women. Our protein absorption becomes less efficient. Many of us naturally become less active, and our appetites may decrease, leading to inadequate nutrition. According to a 2023 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, muscle strength actually declines faster than muscle size as we age. This means you might look relatively unchanged in the mirror, but feel significantly weaker when lifting groceries or climbing stairs. The consequences extend far beyond inconvenience. Muscle weakness increases fall risk, slows recovery from illness, and can gradually erode the independence that makes life fulfilling. However, here's what gives me hope to share with you today. Muscle tissue remains remarkably responsive to proper nutrition and gentle activity, even well into our 80s and beyond.
Before we explore what helps, let us identify 6 common dietary choices that may be quietly undermining your muscle strength. First, diet: sugary breakfast cereals and pastries. These refined carbohydrates cause rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes that trigger inflammation throughout your body. When inflammation becomes chronic, it interferes with muscle repair and growth. Dorothy, a 68-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, replaced her daily bran muffin with scrambled eggs and noticed her afternoon energy slumps disappeared within 2 weeks. Second, diet sodas and artificially sweetened beverages. The phosphoric acid in many diet sodas can interfere with calcium absorption and may contribute to muscle fatigue. Additionally, some artificial sweeteners may disrupt the gut bacteria that help process nutrients your muscles need. Third, excessive alcohol consumption. While a glass of wine with dinner is not necessarily harmful, Daily alcohol intake can significantly interfere with muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body builds and repairs muscle tissue. Frank, a 74-year-old from Arizona, reduced his evening cocktails from 2 to 3 per week and reported feeling noticeably stronger during his morning walks within a month. Fourth, prolonged periods of inactivity. Sitting for hours without movement decreases blood flow to your muscles and signals your body that muscle mass is not needed. Even during television viewing, standing and stretching every 30 minutes can help maintain muscle health. Fifth, overcooked red meats, particularly those charred or cooked at very high temperatures. These cooking methods can create compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs, which promote inflammation in muscles and joints.
Sixth, heavily processed snack foods like chips, crackers, and packaged cookies. These often contain trans fats and excessive sodium, which can lead to cellular dehydration and interfere with proper muscle function. Have you been regularly consuming any of these? If so, you are certainly not alone. Comment learning below, and know that small changes can make a meaningful difference. Now, let us focus on what you can add to support your muscle health, starting with one particularly powerful leafy green, spinach. Here is why spinach deserves a place in your daily routine. First, it is rich in magnesium, a mineral that helps your muscles relax properly after contracting. Magnesium deficiency, which becomes more common as we age, can lead to muscle cramps, restless legs, and general muscle tension. Second, spinach provides substantial potassium, which is essential for proper nerve-to-muscle communication. When potassium levels are adequate, your muscles respond more effectively to signals from your nervous system. Third, spinach contains natural nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide. This compound helps improve blood flow to your muscles, ensuring they receive the oxygen and nutrients needed for optimal function. Fourth, the vitamin K in spinach supports both bone health and muscle tissue repair. As we age, vitamin K becomes increasingly important for maintaining the calcium in our bones and supporting the tissues that connect to our muscles. Fifth, while spinach is not a complete protein source, it does provide plant-based amino acids that contribute to daily muscle maintenance, especially when combined with other protein sources. Finally, spinach is loaded with antioxidants, including lutein, which help reduce the chronic low-level inflammation that can interfere with muscle function as we age. A compelling 2023 study published in the Journal of Nutrition followed 3,759 adults over age 65 for 12 weeks. Those who regularly consumed nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach showed measurably improved walking speed and lower body strength, even without increasing their exercise routines. Here are practical ways to incorporate spinach into your daily meals. For breakfast, add a generous handful of fresh spinach to your scrambled eggs or omelet. The heat will wilt the spinach quickly, and you will barely taste it while gaining significant nutritional benefits. At lunch, layer fresh spinach leaves in sandwiches or add them to soups during the last few minutes of cooking. Spinach added to warm soup wilts immediately and blends seamlessly with most flavors. For dinner, stir fresh or frozen spinach into pasta dishes, rice point, or casseroles just before serving. The residual heat will cook it perfectly without overcooking. If you enjoy smoothies, spinach blends remarkably well with fruits like banana, apple, or berries. Start with a small handful and gradually increase as you become accustomed to the taste. An important safety consideration: If you take blood-thinning medications like warfarin, please discuss vitamin K intake with your healthcare provider. The goal is not to avoid vitamin K entirely, but to maintain consistent daily amounts so your medication can be properly adjusted. Try adding spinach to just one meal tomorrow morning, and I encourage you to share how you feel after incorporating it for one full week. Let me tell you about Eleanor, a 69-year-old grandmother from Michigan. 6 months ago, Eleanor needed her son's help to carry groceries from her car to her kitchen. She felt frustrated and worried about becoming a burden to her family. Eleanor's story began to change when she started adding spinach to her morning eggs and afternoon soups. She also began taking short walks around her neighborhood 3 times per week. After 2 months, Eleanor called her son with exciting news. She had carried all her groceries in by herself, including a gallon of milk in each hand. Today, Eleanor tends a small vegetable garden behind her apartment and volunteers at her local library, shelving books and helping with community events. When I asked Eleanor what advice she would give to others, she said, "I wish I had known that small, consistent changes could make such a big difference. I thought I was just getting old, but I was really just getting out of practice taking care of myself." You deserve to feel capable and strong, regardless of your age. Your body has a remarkable ability to respond positively to good nutrition and gentle care, even if you are starting later in life than you might have preferred. I challenge you to make one small change tonight, whether that is adding spinach to tomorrow's breakfast, taking a short walk after dinner, or simply drinking an extra glass of water. Small steps taken consistently create the foundation for meaningful improvements in how you feel and what you can accomplish. Are you ready to feel stronger and more confident in your daily activities? Subscribe now so you will not miss the next steps in your journey toward better health and vitality. A common question I hear is about whether cooked spinach is better than raw spinach for muscle health. Both forms offer benefits, but in different ways. Cooked spinach allows your body to absorb minerals like iron and magnesium more easily, while raw spinach retains higher levels of vitamin C and folate. For muscle health, specifically, cooked spinach may have a slight advantage due to better mineral absorption. Try incorporating both forms throughout your week.
Another question is, what if I really do not like the taste of spinach? This is completely understandable, and you have several options. First, try blending spinach into fruit smoothies. You will be surprised how the fruit masks the spinach flavor. Second, add spinach to soups, stews, or casseroles, where other flavors dominate. Third, consider other dark leafy greens like kale Swiss chard or arugula, which provide similar benefits with different flavor profiles.
People also ask if frozen spinach is as beneficial as fresh spinach. Absolutely. Frozen spinach is typically flash frozen shortly after harvest, which preserves most of its nutritional value. Just avoid frozen spinach in creamy sauces or with added salt. Plain frozen spinach is convenient, cost-effective, and nutritionally comparable to fresh spinach.
Many wonder how quickly they might notice improvements in their strength. Many people report feeling more energetic within a few days to 2 weeks of improving their nutrition. However, measurable improvements in muscle strength typically become noticeable after 4 to 8 weeks of consistent dietary changes combined with appropriate physical activity. Remember, sustainable improvements take time, but they are worth the patience. Some people have a history of kidney stones and ask if spinach is safe for them. Spinach is high in compounds called oxalates, which can contribute to certain types of kidney stones in susceptible individuals. If you have a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones, please discuss spinach consumption with your healthcare provider. They may recommend limiting portion sizes or balancing spinach with calcium-rich foods. Consider avoiding sugary cereals because they cause inflammation and energy crashes. Instead, try eggs with spinach for reduced muscle cramps and steady energy. Consider avoiding diet sodas because they interfere with calcium absorption. Instead, try herbal teas or infused water for better hydration and less muscle fatigue. Consider avoiding overcooked red meat because it creates inflammatory compounds. Instead, try gently cooked fish or poultry for reduced joint stiffness and easier movement. Consider avoiding extended sitting because it reduces blood flow to muscles. Instead, try hourly movement breaks for improved balance and muscle activation. Consider avoiding daily alcohol because it disrupts muscle protein synthesis. Instead, try sparkling water with fruit for better muscle recovery and sleep. Quality diet. Your daily muscle-supporting routine begins in the morning. Start with scrambled eggs containing a handful of fresh spinach, served with whole grain toast and a glass of water. At lunch, enjoy a spinach salad with olive oil chopped walnuts and grilled chicken, or add spinach to your favorite soup during the last few minutes of heating. In the evening, incorporate spinach into pasta dishes, stir-fries, or casseroles, and pair with a lean protein source like fish or beans. As a bonus, while watching television, stand and stretch gently during commercial breaks, or consider light resistance band exercises that can be done from your chair. Save this guidance and consider sharing it with a friend or family member who might benefit from stronger muscles and better energy. The information shared in today's video draws from several reputable sources. Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health provided data on age-related muscle loss and the importance of nutrition in maintaining muscle mass as we age. The Journal of Nutrition, 2023 edition, published the study on nitrate-rich vegetables and their impact on walking speed and lower body strength in older adults. The National Institute on Aging offers comprehensive research on sarcopenia, including statistics on muscle mass decline and evidence-based interventions. The Journal of Applied Physiology contributed research on how muscle strength declines differently than muscle size, helping explain why people may feel weaker even when they do not appear dramatically different. Mayo Clinic Healthy Living Resources provided safety information regarding vitamin K intake and blood-thinning medications. Now done. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you of something important. Everything we have shared today is for educational purposes to help you make informed choices about your health and nutrition. I always encourage you to work with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you take medications or have existing health conditions. They know your personal health history best and can guide you on what is right for your specific situation. Every person is unique, and what works wonderfully for Harold and Eleanor might need small adjustments for you. The personal stories I have shared represent individual experiences and are not intended as medical advice or guarantees of specific results. Your healthcare team is your best partner in this journey towards stronger muscles and better overall health. Take care of yourself. Stay curious about your health. And I will see you in the next video where we will explore another simple way to support your vitality as you age.